Late 2023. Humanity's most distant explorer, NASA's Voyager 1 suddenly begins speaking in nothing but strings of ones and zeros. A ghost signal from nearly 15 billion miles away. For 5 long months, the same screen filled NASA engineers' eyes, digital gibberish, endless repeating patterns. No science data. No engineering reports. Just noise. When Voyager finally failed, scientists expected silence. Instead, they got a whisper. Data so strange some wondered if it wasn't just broken hardware, but the first hint of what lies beyond the sun's protective bubble. The probe that carried our golden record into the void was speaking back to us in a language we couldn't decode. And what came next would only deepen the mystery. Imagine this. You send a message to someone 15 billion miles away. It takes 22.5 hours to reach them. Their reply takes another 22.5 hours to get back. But when it arrives, it's pure static. Repeating patterns. Digital noise that shouldn't exist. That's exactly what Voyager 1 became in November 2023. The universe talking back in code we couldn't read. Every command NASA sent still worked perfectly. Voyager received orders and followed them. But every response came back as meaningless strings of data, as if the probe were trying to tell us something we weren't equipped to understand. Inside Mission Control, the investigation unfolded like a detective story. They checked the Deep Space Network. No issues. They verified the uplink. Perfect. The commands were reaching Voyager, but the downlink was scrambled. Slowly, they traced the fault to a single failed memory chip inside Voyager's 46-year-old flight data system, a piece of hardware no bigger than your fingernail. That chip had corrupted the entire data stream. April 2024. After months of coding, testing, and sending commands across interstellar space, Voyager 1's voice returned crystal clear. For a moment, NASA engineers could breathe again. The old explorer was alive. Most people imagine interstellar space as cold, empty darkness. A frozen void. But outside the heliopause, the invisible bubble carved by our sun's solar wind, Voyager found not emptiness but heat. Its instruments recorded plasma temperatures between 30,000 and 50,000 Kelvin, hotter than the surface of the sun itself. Instead of a gentle transition from the solar wind to the interstellar medium, Voyager encountered a furnace. A superheated barrier marking the edge of our solar system's domain. This wasn't a theory in a textbook. These were direct measurements from a spacecraft built in the 1970s, designed to last decades in vacuum. And they show that the boundary between our sun's bubble and the galaxy beyond isn't smooth. It's a shock front. A wall of fire where two cosmic forces collide. Stay with us, because what Voyager recorded next could affect every future astronaut heading for Mars or beyond. The radiation levels beyond this wall aren't just numbers on a screen. They're a preview of what humanity will face the day we leave Earth's protection for good. Beyond the wall of fire, Voyager detected something even more dangerous: cosmic rays, high-energy particles that can shred DNA, fry electronics, and pose a mortal threat to deep space travelers. To planetary scientists, this discovery is huge. For decades, our models showed the heliopause as a smooth bubble. Voyager has shown it's more like a storm front. A place where charged particles pile up, heat spikes, and radiation intensifies. The cosmic firewall isn't just a metaphor. It's real, and it's exactly where future interstellar probes, and maybe even crewed missions, will have to pass. Understanding it isn't optional. It's essential for the survival of our species if we ever want to go beyond the cradle of the sun. But Voyager's ghost signal also raises deeper questions. What if this is what happens when a human signal leaves safe space and crosses into the unknown? When our technology ventures beyond the sun's protective bubble and meets something we've never encountered before. Imagine texting someone and their reply comes back as pure static. Do you assume their phone is broken, or that something's interfering between you and them? That's the question Voyager forced on NASA. A spacecraft that had worked flawlessly for decades suddenly speaking in tongues the moment it pushed deeper into interstellar space. We know now that a memory chip caused the glitch. But for 5 months, We stared at a ghost signal from the stars. And maybe that's a preview of what's waiting for us as we push further out. Even as it wrestled with corrupted code, Voyager kept carrying humanity's message into the cosmos, the golden record of Earth's sounds and sights. A phonograph from 1977 drifting through interstellar plasma at 38,000 miles per hour, now beyond the Sun's influence. Voyager 1's discoveries at the heliopause are just the beginning. Its twin, Voyager 2, is also crossing into interstellar space. Future probes like the Interstellar Probe concept at Johns Hopkins are being designed to push even farther. We now know they won't just be flying into empty dark. They'll be plunging through a furnace of plasma, magnetic fields, and cosmic rays. A place where our sun's influence ends and something else begins. Every bit of data Voyager sends back helps us prepare for that future. Every anomaly forces us to rewrite the maps we thought we understood. So what do you think? Was Voyager's ghost signal just a simple malfunction, or was it our first real brush with the unknown? Did the probe find a natural firewall, or a boundary we weren't meant to cross? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned. Because the farther Voyager travels, the more it reminds us that the edge of our solar system isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new mystery. Subscribe to the channel for more mind-bending stories from the edge of space, science, and technology. Like, share, and comment to keep this conversation going. Because the universe is stranger than we think, and sometimes it speaks.